Hey guys, welcome back. Tell you a little story. I had a patient the other day, and as soon as I walked in the room, she was a new patient. I never met her before, but as soon as I walked in the room, she just starts crying, So I knew this was going to be not the most simple visit, right? So sat down, we started talking, and she's at the end of her rope, Her addiction, it has destroyed her relationships, her finances, everything. It's just taking it all away. And she just about can't see a way out. And so, we get further into the history, and she's looking at this as her last hope, right, of being there that day in clinic. And of course I told her, hey, that is a step, right? That's one step out of hell. And I am a believer in that, you kind of can create this hell on earth for yourself, and you got to just start walking, right? And it's not easy, man. And I was reading the other day in the Bible, and so, and before you turn away, all right, I'm not preaching, and I'm not talking theology or anything like that here, but in Matthew chapter 5, verse 3, Jesus is teaching, the people around him, and he said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." And there's lots of ways to interpret this, I think, but what I love is I read a different translation of this same verse. It's from the Message. And a lot of people don't read the Message, but I think they should, because it's just a really cool way of looking at things. But it says, "Blessed are those who are at the end of their rope. For when there's less of you, there's more room for God." Now, even if you don't believe in God, I think you can agree that this is a cool verse, man. And it's got a lot of power in it and a lot of truth, because we already know that, man, a lot of times you got to be at the bottom to feel like you can get back up. A lot of folks, they don't ever start to try to get help until they get to the bottom. So I think that's one of the things Jesus was trying to say with this, is that, it feels like you've got nothing, man. But sometimes when you've got nothing, that's when God can actually, do some miraculous things. That's when you can actually get help. That's when you can turn things around. I mean, even the 12 steps of AA, the first 2 steps, is basically saying the same thing. Step 1, admit you're powerless. Step 2, man, we've admitted that we're powerless and that we know that there's a power greater than us that can help us. That's AA. That's the teachings, man. So Jesus was trying to tell us that even when you feel like everything is gone, there's still hope. Because there's something greater than you, and that there is a plan for you. Man, that's cool. That's cool. All right. I usually don't talk about religion or anything like that, but look, I do on my blog. I write a little bit more about things like this, about spiritual stuff. You can go there and read it if you want, drchrispark.com. I'm not looking for theological debates. I don't really care much for any of those. But I'm telling you, man, teachings of Jesus are cool.